Welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Singy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been lethal of late, and it's opening up a lot of opportunities for his teammates, too.
Did it for the West Coast, did it better than most, did it with a little soul, couldn't do it alone, so I did it for the squad, now we doing the toes.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now, and today's starting pitcher, Kyle Harrison. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Yeah, I want to see how he handles left-handed hitters in this lineup today, because coming in, lefties are batting over 300 on the year against him, so he's going to have to figure something out to get inside, keep them from getting their arms extended, and then once conscious of the inside pitch, be able to go with something away and finish them off.
And a base hit right there. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. Really looking good at the plate so far in the series with 5 hits and 11 at bats. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. At the belt and fires. Now one missed.
2-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Hit on the ground might be 2. 1 at second, and that's 2.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Now a chance for Brent Rooker. 3 for 14 in the series. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Batting fourth, right fielder Tyler O'Neill.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Just missed. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
and he can't come up with it. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score. Back here with my pal Singy, and pitching in this game, Trevor Rogers.
And a guy like this is going to keep you in the ball game. He's going to go out there, compete. Not going to see a whole lot of flair and flash, but he's going to hand it over to the bullpen at some point. And if you've been able to score a few runs, you'll be in it late. So we'll see if he's able to do that for his club in this one.
Hit hard, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the ball straight to it. That's great work right there.
And next for the Red Sox, Cedar Rafaela. Splits the plate, and it's 0-1. Ball 1 there.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
The high heat, too much on that one.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Runner on the move. And a foul ball. The next offering misses, and that's ball 1. Anthony at first, 1 gone. Lifted in the air, right center field. Rooker on the move to the alley. Pulls it in on the run. 2 down. Here's a check of the Red Sox lineup, put together by manager Alex Cora. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Roman Anthony.
Well, he's one of the best on-base guys in the league right now. Top 5 in on-base percentage in the AL. Works a lot of deep counts, but what I love about it is that his teammates can feed off of those quality at-bats, and all of a sudden, that runs down the lineup. You get that pitcher out of a game a little bit earlier because of the higher pitch count.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Now batting Tristan Casas.
After the loss yesterday afternoon where they really didn't ever get things going on offense, I think this is an important opportunity right here to pick up an early run.
And that misses upstairs now 3-0. Cody Bellinger in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And there's the automatic.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Runners on first and third, 2 away here in the finale of this 4-game set. That one is absolutely belted. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. And a run comes in to score.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
Fought off foul. 2 outs. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. He sends it out of here. His 16th homer of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 4-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely. And he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
2 outs, base is empty. Swings through that.
No ball. He's straight.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Adley Rutschman.
Fell early in this ball game, down by 4 runs. You've got to try to get a run back and just look at taking at least 1 an inning. Before you know it, you'll be tied up.
Harrison back to work. Ball 1, no strikes.
He's already pitching with a 4-0 lead, so we should see him be aggressive. Fill up the strike zone. Don't issue free passes.
Checked his swing of the 1-0 and appeal to first. Nope, he held back. Out there to center. That gets down for a hit. Man at first, Luis Arias, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
And that one clips the corner. And that's way high, and it's 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Off the mark there, and the count is 2-2. Rutschman gets his lead at first with nobody out. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swings and misses, and that's the first out.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
Next pitch is downstairs. Man at first, 1 away. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but, you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here. 2 on, 1 out. Basallo will hit next.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. And next for the Orioles, Gunnar Henderson. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And that is strike one. Two on, two outs. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball one. Out towards left center. Rafaela. He's got it. And that'll do it. Orioles strand a couple. They're down 4-0. Back here in Boston, Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Off the mark there, and that's ball one. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Brooke, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
So a man at first, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Connor Wong hitting the air out to center field. Rooker. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down. Back to the top of the lineup at the plate. Roman Anthony. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
One strike.
And that's downstairs and outside. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Offense held in check there. And on down to the top of the third. The Red Sox 4 and the Orioles nothing. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Swing and a foul out of play. Fly ball center field. Bellinger sizing it up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And a quick out, number one.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Westberg in the box now. No balls and a strike. One out, base is empty. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
The 0-2. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Ball 2. 2-2.
Misses off the plate, and it's 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Ground ball up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. Brent Rooker, the next to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Rooker, a former All-Star, hitting third in the lineup, a former first-round pick back in 2017. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. And the lefty with the 0-1. And that one missing low. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Bellinger drop step going back. And it flies to the deepest part of the park. No doubt about this one. Home run. And they inch closer. It's 4-1.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now Tyler O'Neill. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Close one. Doesn't get the call. And 1-1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Some high cheese for strike 3. Solo homer brings in 1 for Baltimore. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching Orioles baseball on the show, Mid-Atlantic. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. And a big swing and a miss.
0-2.
In the dirt, going to count 1-2. And there's a ball.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next pitch misses inside, and that's ball 3. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Bichette takes a ball as he stands in for the 2nd time. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Ward tracks it down for the out.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Bregman stands in now and watches strike 1. Fastball for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Foul ball, still 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. That one ripped. And it's off the green monster.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Runner at first with 2 away. And now the first baseman, Tristan Casas. That one finds the corner, and that's strike one. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Bregman off of first with 2 away.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
That's
One ball,
outside.
2 strikes.
It's a ball and 2 strikes. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 hit, 1 left. On to inning number 4. The Red Sox 4 and the Orioles 1. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Tap foul at the plate. Next offering is in for a strike. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now, this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
The rise at the plate for the second time as he takes ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Bellinger makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Now batting first base.
2 outs, base is empty. Ryan Mountcastle digs in now. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. Ground ball to the right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. On now to the bottom of the 4th. The Red Sox 4 and the Orioles 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here comes Bellinger. He's got an MVP and a Rookie of the Year under his belt. And a guy who's played every day as a first baseman, every day as a right fielder, every day as a center fielder. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
You know, these Red Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and
1 ball,
they've
1
plated
strike.
4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
There's a swing and a miss.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs, and hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
Next pitch is outside.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Swing and a pop-up. Arise. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting. Second baseman.
Here's Trevor Story. Walked his first time. Pitch is in there. Strike 1. Just missed.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one is blasted. Left field towards the monster. Into the monster seats and gone. That one felt good. It's 5-1.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Base is empty with 2 away. So stepping in for Boston, Connor Wong. Swing and a miss.
No ball.
That's strike 1. And that one is lifted in the air. O'Neill under this one. That is the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 5-1. It's Major League Baseball on the show. We go to the top of the 5th, and now Samuel Basallo. Harrison back to work. Anything in particular stand out to you as far as moments at Fenway Park?
Wow, you know, it's unfortunate because I remember as an Oakland A's player, we were up in the series against the Red Sox, 2-0. All we needed to do was close out a Saturday night ball game. We went extra innings. The Red Sox won that ball game. And then Sunday, they pushed the series by winning game. Game 4, back to Oakland for Game 5, and unfortunately, they won Game 5 as well.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. Fly to left his first time. That one fouled off. That was 2003, and the Red Sox would eventually get their hearts broken by Aaron Boone, but end the curse a year later.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The shortstop takes the ball. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. That misses the zone, and the count's even at 2. Outside with a breaking ball. And he hits a ground ball right side. Story sends it over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder.
So the lineup flips over. Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Orioles. And it's fouled away. The Red Sox leading by 4, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one misses. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time. And that one is inside. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Now a pop-up on the infield. Bichette. And makes the grab. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're down here 5-1.
I was never a gentleman. I was raised in a trap. Let you spend all this money tomorrow. I made it back. If she told me don't leave, I told
And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the DH, Roman Anthony.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
Breaking ball misses down. And away.
You know, these Red Sox, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat, and that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Up the middle. Oh, great stop. From his knees, the throw. And that's a great play for the out.
Great reaction there to get to the baseball, secure it, and then no time to get up and throw. Throws from one knee. That's a guy that's got a lot of confidence in his arm strength and accuracy.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. That'll be it for Trevor Rogers, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Now here's Tyler Rogers out of the pen.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And the batter now, Ceddanne Rafaela, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Pitch misses. Ball 1.
1-0.
That's down and in.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
One down, base is empty. And foul ball. That's ripped. Base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Swinging a foul straight back. Rafaela leads off first with one away. Runner on the go. That's out to center field. Rooker sizes this one up. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Here's Alex Bregman. He's 2 for 2. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Base hit. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away. Tristan Casas now at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
That's hard hit on the line. And that's a base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
First and second, 2 outs. Bellinger getting ready to hit. That one lifted to left. Ward. And the inning is over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Lucas Giolito.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Jordan Westberg digs in now. 0 for 2 in this one. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. First pitch doesn't find the zone. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Zach Kelly, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Guerrero getting cranked up as well. That's off the mark, and that's ball 2.
No strike.
So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
Inside.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at-bat.
Man at first, nobody out. Here's the center fielder, Brent Rooker. He's already homered in this game. You know, we talk so much about how guys prepare for a start. For Giolito, one of the things that's really cool, he actually uses scouting reports and then plays MLB The Show to execute how he's going to go about attacking hitters. So the night before his start, He effectively goes over the lineup he anticipates he's going to face and plays the game. So he goes through an entire opposing lineup on MLB The Show, utilizing his own scouting report the team provided. For Giolito, it actually is an idea that kind of came together with his buddy Max Fried. They played together in high school in Los Angeles, and they're not sure who started it first, but in 2019, they each began to go over scouting reports using MLB The Show. Maybe a 2-ball, 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Tyler O'Neill. O'Neill, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 30 years old now, and he was a third-round pick back in 2013. First pitch, and he just misses. That clips the corner.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. So they go quietly there. 7, 8, 9, 2 up in the home half of the inning. It's the Red Sox 6 and the Orioles 1. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's the right fielder, Marcelo Meyer. That's in for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Joey Lucchesi, the left-hander, up and throwing. Now the 0-1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Next pitch misses inside, and the count is 1-2.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
The 1-2. Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat.
Oh, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Story at the plate and takes high there. Hard hit left side. Whips it to Mountcastle, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, catcher, Connor Wong.
2 down, bases empty. Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. On the ground to short, Henderson. Throws to first. Red Sox go 1-2-3. Nothing doing here this half. 7th inning coming up. It's the Red Sox 6 and the Orioles 1. And we're back here at Fenway Park. And now the DH, Adley Rutschman. First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
And that's in there at the knees.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Luis Ariz stands in. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. He circles the bases. It's his 8th home run of the year. And they're chipping away. It's 6-2.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
One down. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. That one finds the zone, and a count 1-1. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance to make the contact with that pitch.
Basallo in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Just missed.
1-1.
Way out front for strike 2.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
Next pitch misses. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a slider misses down and away.
3 balls.
Gunnar Henderson waiting on deck for the Orioles. Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
2 outs. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Bellinger pulls it down, and that is that. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. Now a 6-2 ball game. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Joey Lucchesi.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Anthony stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Lifted in the air, out to left. Ward puts it away for the out. 1 away.
Up next for the Red Sox, left fielder.
Now the number 2 hitter, Ceddanne Rafaela. 1 for 3. Checks swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls. One strike.
One down, base is empty. There's a strike. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the seventh. And ball one.
1 and 2.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment move, get back on track. His team needs him.
Bichette in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Not even close there. 2 balls, no strikes.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Right side, Mountcastle. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Red Sox go down quietly. They lead it 6-2. Back here at Fenway, ready to begin the 8th. Now here is Gunnar Henderson. Giolito back to work. Fastball for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Swing and a pop up in foul ground. Bregman is under it.
Oh, that's what he's looking for with the fastball above the zone. A swing and miss or weak contact.
Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Pulls that one foul. And that is out of play. Stays alive. The Orioles down by 4, and we're in the top of the 8th. And they'll do it again. Oh, and 2 now. Goes down looking. Next to hit, Jordan Westburg. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. Back here at Fenway, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now it's Alex Bregman.
I like it when you shake it like that. Bounce it up and down like that.
He swings and fouls one off. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Luke Weaver appears to be getting loose. Wells warming up as well. Next offering is downstairs.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
Tristan Casas will hit next. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Next offering down in the dirt. And that skips in the dirt. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. He's already homered here in this one. That's inside. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
And downstairs. Swing and a miss as they green light him.
1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Bellinger dives back. Meyer in the box now. No balls and a strike. That's off the mark, and the count even 1-1. Bellinger, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That one's carrying, and it hits off the monster. Coming home. The relay to the plate, safe. It's 7-2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Showed off some really nice oppo pop with that swing and just couldn't get it over the fence. But I absolutely love everything about that approach and the mechanics right there.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's Story now. And that one fouled off. Oh, 1 now.
Oh.
Swung on, belted. there. And it's gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a couple more. It's 9-2.
That's an incredible job of letting that breaking ball get deep, trusting your hands, and driving it out the other way. That's how you practice it in the cage. Incredible when you can translate it into the ball game.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Joey Lucchesi out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Luke Weaver gets the call from the pen.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
So 2 away with nobody on. Connor Wong, the next to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Inside, and it's 1-0. That's a little bit low. And now 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across. All Red Sox in this one. Next one misses. Now 3-1. Roman Anthony on deck for Boston. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Orioles. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport, these are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Trying to work his way back into the count right there, but so much for that. Pretty good pitch, but just doesn't get the call on 3-0.
And now Tyler O'Neill, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Ball 1 there. Nobody out, runner at first. Next offering is fouled back. That misses, and a count 2-1. And strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. Runner at first with no outs here. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
The 2-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Rutschman, the next to hit, takes ball one. The Orioles with a lot of ground to make up here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Bellinger hauls it in, 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. And here is Luis Arias. Pitch misses there. 1-0. That clips the corner. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox take the finale and earn a split of this 4-game series.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.